How's it going, everybody? Combo Highmine here with another episode of Frostpunk. Straight back into it. We're getting pretty close to the end of the game. We're on many parts so far. I'm trying to keep them at 30 minutes each. If you haven't watched my previous episodes, go ahead and watch them. You will see how we got to where we are. We got 2 coal mines, 2 steel mines, and we got 2 wall drills. I actually just got this one going. I don't have anybody working in there because I do have an automaton that will be built as soon as the workday begins. I have automatons working, and all of the other ones are coal consumption. Excuse me, is 2,661 a day. We're making 3,700 a day. Heat wise, we're doing pretty good. We don't need the heaters anywhere, except of course in this general area where people are. I'm not taking anybody else in. That's it for people. I need the hothouse insulation though. I would love to have that, but I can't do that. Yeah, I got 700 steel, but I need 120 wood, and I need the wood for my automaton. So once the automaton starts being built, I'll see how much resources I have. Now, building that. Okay, so I got wood, so now I can research the insulation for the houses and start building some houses as well. People, house. 2. We can build 2. Okay, the second wave. Another huge group of refugees has arrived. They are in even worse condition than the previous ones. Many of them victims from frostbite. They all talk about a huge storm coming from the south. Nansen led us north because his years exploring the Arctic taught him to survive here using natural resources. Nobody could have guessed what was coming though. Should we let them in? Everybody's welcome, 70 people. Only the healthy ones, 20 people. I don't want them. I'm that guy. Get out of my way. I got enough people. That's terrible. We'll answer for this before God. We've done that. New automaton is ready. I want the automaton working in here. Slow it down just a tad. Do I want another automaton? I got one in here and I got one in here. Our food rations, they could be higher. I kind of want to build another industrial hothouse right here. I'll connect. I got a lot of wood. I'll connect this road onto here, just like so, and I will put another automaton in there as soon as I have enough resources to build another one. The cold is coming. It's going to be -60 very soon. House redesign. What is this? Houses will cost. Okay, yeah, sure. Let's do that. Because I am just about starting to build the houses. I want to make sure our people are going to be nice and warm. So we're about to hit the cold soon in the morning. I want another one of these started right away. I can take one away from here for now, and I will put him in here so that he can complete this automaton, so I can have 2 working in here. We're going to need more resource depots as well, so he's working on that. Actually, probably going to build another one right after. We can not explore anything yet. We're waiting for the last group of survivors to show up, and we can start exploring some more. Which reminds me, I want to set up a 3rd scout. Where is that? Where's my... I wanted to create another one. I don't want to send them anywhere though. He's a little bit slow. I want to send one in the here as well. So I need one in the cookhouses as well. I need a lot of automatons. Need a lot more resource depots. Need a lot more coal than what we have. I could probably put some coal dumpers as well. Come on, speed it up. Okay, so there's one. Nope, I want it. Nope, I want him in here. So we'll put one in there. We're gonna have enough supplies for another one. I'll put another one right off the bat. We got something here. Police in the streets. Sir, a group of drunk men were disturbing the peace. Pushing each other, screaming obscenities and harassing women in the streets. Our guards invested and restrained the drunks before anyone was hurt. Let them sober up. We're not going to punish them for being drunk. Everybody gets drunk. Okay, we still need more automatons. Speed it up, speed it up, speed it up. We're down to 4 steam cores though. Automaton has been built. Let's add him in here. We want another one. Frost is here, so we need to bump this up. 3rd wave, nobody's coming in. Same story. Okay, so now what looms ahead? Sir, now we can clearly see what the refugees were running from. The Great Frost is coming. We have to prepare. Scientists say that they calculate the severity of the storm from observations. They just need a day or 2 to prepare their instruments and install them on the beacon. Okay, so Team 1, you are going here. Team 2, you're going to go here. And Team 3, you're going to go right there. That is why I wanted 3 teams waiting and ready. I remember parts of this. It's been a while, but I remember parts of it. So once I have this one, I will put him in the house. I want another one. Running low on steam cores, but we don't really need the steam cores. What can we research? That is useless because we already have that. Medical post upgrade. Our people are not really sick. Hothouse insulation. We have automatons working in there. Hunter's gear. I'm about to recall the hunters anyway. Advanced steelworks. We have it. The cold dumpers allows us to build cold dumpers. Pumping pressurized water into underground coal deposits. The coal dumpers washes the precious resources to the surface, forming a coal pile up to 6 and up to 2. Okay, so this I need gathering posts, which means pretty much need another automaton for that one. Factory, I want this actually. Oh, I need to research this stuff. So there's no debating it. I need that stuff right away. I got another one of these being built. I want these in the medical. Health, we're good. We have a care house. People, we're good. And we actually have to build houses. I kind of want to see what I'm doing. Alright, that's good enough for now. Yeah, they are cheap to build now. We're going to start building on those, make the people safer. Should be quite about ready. Just about. So we have another one here. We're going to put one in there. We have another cookhouse right here. No, that's not
is up. Return your tools.
Okay, so I need at least one more. Let's do one more of these. I need more resource depots. Three of them, that's all I can build. Why 3 of them? I don't know. He's almost done. I want one in here. I don't want people working. Cold is coming. put him in here. I don't think I need any more automatons. I have one pretty much everywhere. We found the dying people of Nansen's refugees told us about. They're sheltered in an icy crevice. Don't want them. Leave them to their fate. We're just looking after supplies right now. Okay, so we need coal, and let's go food rations. Should be an automaton in there. Yes, 5.6. Right? It's not a lot of food actually, but I do have one researching right now, which will make them more efficient. No, actually, he's researching something else.
Come, lads. We must work harder.
Prepare for the storm. Sir, the scientists couldn't believe their eyes, but they've doubled and tripled checked their calculations. They say the strongest winds of the storm will cause the temperature to plummet beyond anything we've ever experienced before. Hunting will be impossible. The plants in the hothouses will freeze. Everyone left outside the city will perish. And so we will, if we can't heat our homes properly, we'll have to prepare home falls. Okay. So, food supply is ready. The food supply should keep us good for at least a week. Because we got enough food already. Let's pray the storm subsides before then. So, let's pause it. Outposts. We have to recall all scouts and the outpost teams. Not right now, they're checking stuff out. Survivors, rescue the survivors from the not happening. That code, research the overdrive couplings. So that's going to be next. Research the couplings, explore. We don't want them, we're going to leave them to die. No, I don't do them. I'm going to send you here. The laws. There's really not much that we can do. Yeah, let's do prosthetics. I make prosthetics in here, so let's do a couple. What did they stake? 10 steel. Yeah, we'll do 5. I don't even think I need them, but just in case we'll have them. Cookhouse. Okay, yeah, well, I don't have a lot of food. Hunter's hut. Still collecting food. They're going to be recalled really soon. The hot houses are the money makers here, the food makers for sure. Okay, explorers are approach the camp. We can see the inhabitants are busy packing. This dismantled a couple of the huts built to improvise sledges. You're going the wrong way. The scientists mistook us for refugees, but after we tell them about our city, they're nonplussed. Nonplussed. It's probably too close to the storm to withstand it. Well, you might consult Nansen on that if you reach him in the south. Their work here is done. We could convince them to join us so they could show them our city. No. Escort the scientists, direct the scientists, let the scientists go on their way. Go there. I think we're good on the resource depots. Fully upgraded now too. I'm only on Steam level 3. Or the price for survival. All these people are deadly ill. It's a wonder that they're still alive. The snowbirds are only a little less freezing than the surrounding icy wasteland. They won't last a day if we don't take them right now to the city. Let them die. Not my problem. Survival of the fittest, I guess. goes. Alternators done. We're gonna do another one so they're even more efficient. I want to bump up everything, maxed out, especially the coal. We need a lot more coal than what we have. Probably turn the heaters off in here.
Workday end. It's time for rest.
For now. Okay, more people. New priorities. A small group of scientists is finishing the loading of their supplies. They work efficiently but in silence, looking somewhat dejected. We're mostly helping with the evacuation now, one of them tells us. We used to study the Earth's magnetic field, but there are more important things to worry about now, like survival. Let them go on their way. Gotta research the overdrive couplings, which is gonna tell me how much coal I need. Explore. Danger in the deep. Ruins of an underground base reek of sulfur. It must have been a warm and sheltered place, but now exploring its depth is dangerous. Exploring the ruins, we found a briefcase signed by Nansen. It seems to contain some interesting blueprint. We take the technology with us. Guys, we need coal. We need lots and lots and lots of coal. Or fallen star. We researched the remains of a camp. This must have been some scientific operation dedicated to the research of whatever punched this hole in the ice. Now the place is deserted and there's nothing of value to be found here. Carry on. Anything else for coal mining optimization? Yes. I really need coal, like a lot of it. We're gonna do a patrol. Just to hope, just a little bit. What is that? Carry on. Explore. Okay, an ill-fated project. Scientists who built this station designated it to withstand the Arctic climate, but they clearly underestimated the fierce Arctic fauna. The doors and windows have been blasted in by heavy blows, letting inside the cold and snow. Scientific and life support equipment frozen and burst, dooming the base and its inhabitants. Different technology, of course. Pretty good on steel, actually. Explore. More technology. Nansen's warning. We found a note left by Nansen and his co-workers. The expected cold is hard to predict. It will be way below any temperature ever recorded on Earth, and Gale Force 10 as the jet stream seems to abate on descent. Afterwards, the climate shall start improving slowly. We're moving towards this apocalyptic storm to confirm our predictions. Farewell, and may God protect you. Technology. Okay, so that is it for this area. We're going to go back to the city. Dismantled that group. Polar bears. Inside damaged crawlers, we found several dead bodies. Few of them are torn apart like they were partially eaten by some bears. Beasts. Polar bears, we think. We'll never know for sure what happened here, and there's nothing useful for us to salvage from this gruesome place. Carry on. So there's nothing left here either. I will send him on here. Do I have any patience in here? I don't. So I'm going to take this off. I'm going to put the automaton in here and create another automaton. About to get super cold. Okay, so we need the couplings. Resources. Eat it. Oh, we got couplings. Okay, so these guys are gonna be dismantled. Automaton is built. Where did I want to? I don't remember. I wanted an extra one for a reason. I don't remember why. I'll put one back in here. I'll take one off of here. Hut, I'll take those guys away. Yeah, I'll put one in here. Research double and quickness. Okay, the outpost depot. This one. Dismantle the outpost. Get back over here, double time. Hold on. Are they already here?
Last day is up. Return your tools.
No cargo. Well, I want to dismantle the team. Idle Tesla City. Oh, okay. So they're not here. They gotta come back here. So you guys come back to the city now. I don't want to leave them there to their doom. Okay, so this is full. But we don't need steel. Good. Scouts have researched large crater. Reach large crater. Explore. The crater is fresh with broken ice around the rim. We searched the camp for clues to the scientist's fate and found none. Everything in order, but not at a perfect order. It looks like they went out to do something and didn't return. Maybe they tried to descend into the crater and got lost in the maze of broken ice, or got caught in a blizzard, or both. Get the technology. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Get back to the city. Generator ready. We did what we could to raise the heat output of the generator. This alone might not be enough. All our homes and workplaces should be as warm as possible. The cold that's coming could kill us in minutes. Speaking of, I gotta build, no, not tents. I gotta build houses. Houses. Last of them. Build the houses. Build them. Go. I need more coal than that. How much coal do I need? I'm ready for the coal. Prepare for the storm. I'm ready. Recall all the scouts and outpost team. I have 4. They're on the way. They're on the way. They're on the way. Oh, research. Safety bypass start. What is this? Hold on. No, what is this? Hunter's hut. Okay, yeah, we don't need that anymore. Okay, so they're almost here. Okay, thank you. Scouts team. Disband. There's one team down. 1 of 4 done. don't know why that's still there. I chose not to survive to take them. Okay. Steam hub efficiency, sure, let's do it.
Wrap up well. Frost is here.
Okay, gotta bump it up. Steam level 4, upgrade 4, 7. Okay, so this is the cookhouse. This should be an automaton. Yes, it is. These are all automatons. I'll put the heater in here, and there. This is still medical people, a propaganda center. Wow, that thing is cold. I don't want people getting sick. I'll build a steam hub right here. Tech, steam hub. Okay, you guys, nope. Back to the city. This then. Okay, so that helped a little bit, a lot actually. Okay, so they're back. This here, we're gonna disband this group. They're gonna be back any second as well. No, they're still exploring. Explore! By the dead bodies, we have found many crates filled with papers, a testimony of the extensive research dedicated to the fluctuation of the Earth's magnetic field. It's too heavy to understand, by our scouts, and too heavy to bring to the cities to carry on. And that is it. Get back to the city. You are the last scouts out there. Okay, well, that's all done. Food heater, sure, it's good. Research. Efficiency upgrade.
Return your tools.
We're just waiting for the coal now. Nothing to do but wait. People are gonna start panicking, fighting, killing each other, hurting each other. Hey, this is all done, hunky dory. We don't need any of this. Streamline automatons will cost less. Kind of too late for that. Medical automatons. They're already working in the medical field. No. Food, health, water, hothouse installation. It is automatons. Cookhouse installation. I don't know why it's cookhouse, but it's right underneath the bunkhouse. I kind of feel like I need more resources first, though. Some for food, maybe, possibly. I flipped it around and installed it. Hungry mutters, sir, a woman has come to plead with you. She wants more food rations, but the cooks say that she's already received her allowance. I beg you, Captain, The woman says in her trembling voice, your men mean well, but they must have made a mistake. I need 2 rations. You can just give her the food. It's not like we don't have the food. We're about to all die anyway. Okay, so we're bumping up to minus 60 now. You guys are being disbanded. Okay, all teams back to the sea. Everyone with a mission away from the city is back and safe. If it's possible to be safe from the cold coming our way, that is. It sure is. Don't even worry about it. This is just speed right through it. Okay. Yeah. House selection. 15% more efficient. Insulation. theft causes riot. Sir, we've investigated the discrepancies between the raw food use and the output of the cookhouse. Turns out that the cooks are stealing food. Funny, because the cooks are robots, automatons. People are furious. We caught one thief. They say they wanted to secure their families before the storm shut down food supply. Postcard super down with discontent will rise considerably. Cooks will keep stealing food. Post some guards. The cooks are automatons, so I don't understand.
No time to waste. We've got work to do.
Oh. I like to be in the 20,000 range. Should bring me there. Food rations. And anything else we can do here? Installation number 2. Let's do it. Book of Laws. Don't need it right now anymore. Let's do one of these. Raise the hope. Not by much. Alright, let's do one of these. Raise the hope. Not by much. Allow selection.
Rest time. Work is done for the day.
That's pretty much it. Just hurry up and wait. So when you get in the colder one, if you've never played the game before, temperature overlay. I don't know what that does. I guess it just says this. Yeah, okay. Whenever it gets super cold, you just bump up the overdrive. It will take more coal and it will put stress on the generator. Consumption is good, but it is going to get really, really cold really, really fast. Oh, hold on. What's this? New monging drunk, sir. A dozen or so people got drunk and took to the streets. We don't even have alcohol. I didn't sign the law for moonshine. We're chasing after a woman, yelling that we should have some fun before the storm kills us all. I don't want to banish them, so I'm just going to send them home. Okay, next. Healthcare installation. We're way past the 30-minute mark right now, but the episode's almost over. We're just going to buck it up. This will be the end of the series of Frostpunk. Just gonna speed right through everything. At this point, there's nothing for us to do anymore. Our automatons are doing the jobs of everybody. We're full on steel. We're almost full on coal, wood, and food rations.
Work day is up. Return your tools.
There's nothing else for me to do. Do the infirmary. I might need it. I don't plan on using it, but I got 3 steam cores still, so. The problem is wherever I can put it now, it's a cold area. And it's just gonna get colder and colder. We're gonna take one off here. We're gonna make him work in the infirmary. Oh, that's it. Frost is coming right here. Where is at work? Sir, the people employed at this workshop refuse to work today. Nobody's working at the workshop. They intend to spend the entire... Actually, there are people working there. We've been working like madmen, sir, but there's only so much we can do to prepare. Let's face it, this is the end of the world. Through prayer, we can find a hope. Yeah, no, let them pray. I'm gonna be that guy. I've already been that guy by abandoning lots of people. Yeah, well, that's pretty much it here. I'm not gonna research anything else. There's no point to it. So I can take here, the automaton off, and I will put in this one. What? Oh, back in the steel. Just in case you run low on steel, you can just roam around and replace others, and no engineers are needed.
Work day is up. Return your tools.
What do we got? Fight over supplies. Sir, an argument erupted between some workers last night. Some of them wanted a portion of the resources their facility produced so they can prepare for the storm. It came to blows, and though nobody was seriously injured, tensions are running high. Keep me updated, please. Speed through this. Fast, fast, fast. Hope is way up high. Discontent is super low. We got no discontent whatsoever. Our wood is full, our steel is full, our coal is full, our food is full, everything is full, we're ready. Mob storms the stockpile. Sir, a crowd of terrified people have stormed the stockpiles and started plundering for supplies, our supplies. We managed to fight them off, but they demand wood for heating. We have the wood, give the wood. No fighting, we have more than enough wood, we have an automaton working in there, just take it.
No time to waste. Got work to do.
The raw food's pretty high too. I'm not building any more resource depots. The world's about to end. No point to any of it. Everything is gonna freeze. You're about to see it for the first time. If you haven't seen anybody play this game before, you're about to see the storm for the first time. It's going to drop down to minus 70 degrees in just a few hours. I did play it on hard as well, and it's the same temperature, hard or easy. It does not get any colder or warmer, so here goes minus 70. There's nothing we can do about it. Speed right through it. There's absolutely nothing we can do about it. Okay, so the Hope did go down. We're going to send a patrol and we're going to send out some flyers. Hope goes back up. We're full on everything. Everything is full up. So we know we can survive. We're going down to minus 80 degrees. Again, in just a few hours. Usually it's around 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. And then we're going to start plummeting down colder and colder and colder. I've never seen a minus 70. I've worked outside up until minus 66 degrees Celsius, which is what we get around here. But never this cold, 70s and 80s. I've never seen it. So the storm hits the city. A howling gale bursts upon the city and a generator creaks and groans under the weight of the wind. Pale faces turns towards rattling windows, trembling lips under titter words of prayers. The cold will be brutal. Hunting is impossible. No hunters out there. The soil in the hothouses will freeze. That is why we stockpiled as much food as we could, because now we have no more food. We'll have to make do with the food we've stockpiled. So everything in the hothouses is dead. It's all inoperative. Building is disabled by the storm. We don't need the automaton there anymore. the hothouses are dead. We got nobody working in here. We got people in the cookhouses because we still have raw food. So once people start eating the rations, the raw food, this too cold. This building must be at least chilly inside to work. So even without heat, we can't have the automaton work there. So that is useless. Hunter's hut. This one here, we had children working in there, huh? That's all just full capacity. So this is just raise the storm. So we'll just keep an eye on your generator and use the overdrive on and off. As the trembling music gets on their way, I will actually slow this down. This is their house. There's nobody in here. This is the public house. I don't want any workers in here anymore. This is the prison. There's no prisoners. Send everybody here home. As for the guard towers, they are good. Nobody working in here. No automatons either. Those are automatons, so that's good. Nobody's working in there. The propaganda center is very comfortable. This is the infirmary. It's one automaton. Yeah, just an automaton. No patients. Again, with here we have 0 patients here and 0 patients. So we're good for now. We're going to leave this as it is. It's going to drop down to minus 100. Full up on everything. That's why you want automatons working. Danger of collapse. Sir, one of our engineers wants to talk to you. He's concerned about the danger that the cold poses to our mine. We're doing everything we can to keep the mine, but the air we're pumping into the shafts is so cold now that the hydraulic roof supports are starting to freeze. When they do, the tunnels will start collapsing. We don't have anybody in there, so it's not a big worry. We will shut down the mines. Because it will get colder. Minus 100. Kick the overdrive on for a bit. The mines are freezing. Sir, it's so cold that the hydraulic roof supports in the coal mines are falling. If the tunnels collapse, the lower levels will be cut off. We should either abandon them and send volunteers to replace support, but the task is changed. Abandon the lower levels. The output of all types of coal mines will fall by 80%. It doesn't matter, we have a whole bunch of coal. So you have to keep an eye on your overdrive though, because the stress is going up. The output of coal mines have fallen so low that people are terrified. We're pretty sure the storm will do something about it. We'll make it anyway. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm in church. Wasting coal for nothing. I do have my overdrive on. Hold on. What's up? Coal left, sir. Someone stolen stockpile. Send them in after the keys. Discontent will rise, hope will fall. Send them in. Bunch of criminals. But hurry up and wait. This end of life as we know it. Everything has frozen over. Nobody can work anywhere. It's a minus 110 degrees Celsius. Ooh, the overdrive's on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Cool it off. I know everything is cold, but there's nothing we can do about it. Sick are starting. Bump the heaters up in there. Make sure we got the commandants working as we do. Do we have anything? No, we don't. Alright, bump the overdrive back on just because. Yeah, minus 120. Minus 120, not that bad. I wouldn't want to see it, live it, experience it, but it's just a game. Okay, darkness before dawn. Sir, one of our engineers is going to crash into the door. White face, demanding to see you. I've run the calculations with the new data. The storm will pass in a couple of days, but the temperature just before the end will drop drastically. Nothing can protect us from such cold. Panic is starting to spread and people are losing all hope. We have to stay strong. So, hope goes way down. So we can do this, and this, that, that. Super cold. Trying to keep it as warm as possible. What is this? People refuse to work. Let them stay at home. The overdrive off just a tad. Minus 120 now. You can see the sun in the horizon. Way down. Severe frostbite. Panic spreads, let them stay at home. Nobody should be working right now anyway. Sir, most of the people have been abandoned their workplaces to stay home with their families. Only the medical facilities are still functioning. The city holds its breath, waiting for whatever the end will bring. We have to stay strong. Minus 100 degrees Celsius. Pump up the overdrive. Not that it's doing anything at this point whatsoever. But the storm ends. The wind dies down and the temperature finally starts to rise. An eerie silence descends on the city. So we'll take this off right now. Screenshot. That will be the thumbnail for this episode. And that will be the last episode because this is the end of the game, everybody. We made it. We have survived. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, it just shows you how I built So it's kind of like a time lapse of how you build your town. I should have read that, but I didn't. Battered by the elements. 80 people. Not much. Disorganized. Weak. Except for me. Super strong. First, we put our children to work. Yes, child laborers. Parents lost their children. And every day was a struggle. So we adapted. Brainwashing propagandas. Prisons. Ooh. Oppressive guards. Some of them. Work oversight. Never. Yet, I fear... we have gone too far. Order was abused. The city survived. But was it worth it? I think it was. You guys comment down below how I did and how it was. 261 citizens minus 30 degrees Celsius. 261, that's actually pretty good. I did have over 600 at some point, which is one of the Steam achievements. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. That is going to be it for this episode. I'm going to jump into another gameplay with one of my buddies, and I am going to be recording that one, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you want to see what I'm about to do right now. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys on the next episode.